how to turn that off. Oh, there I am. Hi there. Good evening, everybody. Listen, I'm on a little early because I am not going to be positioned to do the live tonight. But I wanted to make sure that I came on. Appointments took a little longer today than anticipated. Um, and we are going to continue the conversation. But I wanted to come on and, first of all, and acknowledge the space and the time that we're in as we continue the conversation, as you think through the process of where you are, what you feel, and how you want to move forward um, as it pertains to our schools, our education, the climate that we're in. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. And remember, go back and revisit last week's um, session. And don't forget the three C's, and that is create concrete spaces of compassion. Create concrete spaces of compassion. And what that is creating space for you, your family, your child, those that you're connected to, educators creating those spaces in the classroom where you pause, where you acknowledge what you feel, take intentional breaths, journal, and do the things that we need to do to make sure and to ensure that we are not only surviving and weathering this storm, but that we are positioning ourselves, that we live through it. We live through it. We experience all the goodness that yet still exists in the world for you and I, and for our family, for our lineage, for our children. Um, and so, with that said, I'm going to go ahead again. Also, next week we have special guest. Shonda Hill is going to be here with us, and she is definitely going to be talking. We shifted our conversation for next week on the grief support. She's going to be talking about because this is Suicide Awareness Month, and so she will be talking from experience of walking through the process. She and her family as they lost a loved one who unalived themselves. Okay, so with that said, be sure look at last week's session. I have two lives that I put up this week. One was yesterday. I think that was yesterday, the day before yesterday, and then there was one right behind it. Um, and I will see you on the next round. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers as I keep you in my thoughts and prayers. And I know that we are going to all get through this together on the other side. And we're going to make our ancestors proud. They did not go through all they went through so that we could throw in the towel. They want us to remember. I am sure they want us to remember. We come from a long line of resiliency. The important thing right now for us is not to be resilient in toxicity, not to be resilient in bitterness. Yes, feel what we feel, express what we feel, talk about it, but then we got to come out of this with a plan of action for our families, for our children, for the lineage, paying it forward. What do we see forward? We cannot get stuck in this moment and what's going on. We have to be able to still see what's ahead of us and what's uh, uh, in front of us. And what is in front of us is what we create, how we choose to create in this moment. Alrighty. So again, forgive me for not being able to come on live at 7:30. But know that if I could, I would. In the meantime, stay blessed. Don't forget to take your intentional breaths. And don't forget that you are worthy. You are worthy of your own effort. You are worthy of your own love. Um, and we'll see you next time. Peace and blessings. www.coinpm.org, or you can go to www.irisinspires.com and find out all the latest happenings. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. That's right. Subscribe, like, and share. And hopefully, you guys can hear me clearly. All right. Peace and blessings until next time. Love you.